Introducing to you first the challenger, fighting tonight out of the blue corner. He comes to the ring wearing black with red and yellow. He brings a professional record of 22 wins, 2 defeats. Jack Massey! And his opponent across the ring, he is the defending world champion, fighting tonight out of the red corner. He comes to the ring wearing beige with blue and white. He is now undefeated as a professional with 25 wins. And tonight, the reigning and defending two-time IBF Cruiserweight champion of the world, Jack Opetaia!
The boys have a cold break, you take a step back, you don't deliberately throw punches to the back of the head.
Jack Opetaia has been entertaining talks of perhaps facing the winner of first things first. He's got to get past an extremely tough and determined Jack Massey, fighting out of Cheshire, UK. Here we go. 12 rounds for the ring and IBF World Cruiserweight Championship.
This is going to be the battle early on, trying to find a rhythm with the jab.
A little bit right, and he put him in the corner. And Massey's looking to maybe trying to make Opetaia miss, but he's smooth. He's not loaded up with
Exactly.
Yeah.
Smooth boxing.
His fight against Bridas had a broken jaw. His second fight had a broken nose.
Massey's attitude going into this fight, there to be great. Let's see how good I am. That's basic.
What a feather in the cap that would be.
Good shot there from Opetaia. He's finding that left hand too easy to tag. Just Massey not offering nothing back at it to stop Opetaia. That's a little bit better.
Not able to do it in this contest.
There you go.
It's become very difficult. That was a nice right to...
Just good positive start here from the champion. Oh,
Boy, he was just waiting for it. Special the moment he saw him in the gym as a kid, said, I'll never forget the first day I watched him.
There's some words, and you can take a lot of confidence away. Feet a little more.
What did you make of Massey's last performance, the win over
Downstairs with the left of the body, but it was a good, solid win against Isaac Chamberlain. He can be awkward, he can be a deserving challenger for this IBF belt, Todd.
That's not where Massey wants to be.
There, because that little uppercut there with the left hand, a lovely change of shot there from Opetaia. He was found a lovely rhythm.
Down, especially when you're dominant on the front foot. There's loads of space behind.
Massey just trying to stop Opetaia just from walking right up on him. Even if it's just...
Exactly.
Got to the later rounds of that fight.
And we've heard Tony Bell, you talk about the presence and the pressure that Usyk
that's what we trained every
puts on this one.
Good shot from Opetaia again, just tanned, disguising his shots here. It's a really good performance so far from the champion.
Your main event fighters are here. Light heavyweight champion.
I think we're going to learn a lot about Artur Beterbiev. A tough test in front of him in Dimitri Bivol.
Looking dude, I'm sorry. He's just scary.
What a fighter. Unbelievable.
Second
champion. He really is. Contest. That promises to be on tonight's main event.
What's going on?
Yeah, what's going on? But he is the slightest favorites according to Las Vegas. As Massey finally scores a big one. And that just got Opetaia mad.
Yeah, but yeah, he also walked onto a right hook, did Massey, as he let his shots go.
Opetaia, he seems to be content just backpedaling.
Maybe it's the plan to finish strong second half. I like the way he's placed himself in the ring, the variation with the shots. I think he's setting the trap as well.
This sort of pressure takes his toll after a few rounds, as Chris was saying. It'll wear you.
Opetaia just seems to throw every punch. Oh, nice.
Ready to spring out of range if Massey looks to launch an attack. Very, very good box.
Who do you have winning that, Darren?
It's hard to look past Djokovic, I guess.
It's Nadal's swan song.
Start to the contest from the champion Opetaia. Just ready to jump out of range. Firepower, Chris.
Round 4 scheduled for boxing as he lands a right hand there. His father worked in a brake pad factory and told his son, come watch me work for a day. He says, you want to be stuck here doing what?
Looking to not give up as much ground now, Massey. As I say, he gets back into looking to try and put a dent in Opetaia, but Opetaia with that.
Jai Opetaia kind of gets tired towards the end of the fight.
Yeah, you're going to tie it up with that, but your opponent's going to tie it up more. That's, I think.
Oh, right hand from Massey.
Yeah, good shot.
Got Opetaia as his feet were switching stances there. To the body.
When he got caught in the nose there, he looked really uncomfortable there, Massey. And
Just going his honeymoon after this fight.
Oh, good shot from Massey. Opportunity to counter-attack. That's a great shot.
The way he rolled under that right hand
Just doesn't let you breathe.
Oh, look. There's.
What happened to your jab? Keep fucking bouncing on you.
Coach Warren, Frank's son, of course, who's doing a tremendous job for Queensbury. Running the show pretty much. Eddie Hearn, of course, not a nameless Eddie. Just a random. Is there another Eddie in boxing? I don't know.
Nothing comes to mind.
Chamber instructions.
Yeah, but it's a really good workmanlike performance, I think, as he's applying pressure. Good work from Massey.
Opetaia has thrown about 40 more punches and has landed just over.
This pressure, as Darren said, the mental aspect is so draining. They'll do physically.
Massey's face is starting to deteriorate.
Corner, and you can see good mid-range distance where he likes to work at.
It's the balance, that's why.
He's just up the tempo as Opetaia.
Cut on the left eye there. As Massey, problems are getting worse.
And these are all punch cuts, nothing due to headbutts.
You've seen the work so far from Opetaia, and you just wonder, how does Massey survive, what, 6?
With a counter shot a few moments ago, vulnerable to them again.
Yeah, fantastic work. It really is probably the best round. Look at that lovely out of range. It's impressive, Barry.
Oh, I think he's been fantastic here at Opetaia.
He's got to be careful, Massey, because every now and then, because Massey's so passive for most of the round.
That was Andy Lee sitting right behind us here ringside.
Of Jack Massey, if this round goes like the previous 5, you have to start taking a...
The question I posed earlier, Massey says he's going to close strong, but will he even make it?
For Massey, that's the problem, but he has to win every round.
Joe Parker last year, but he's having all sorts. The king of the cruiserweight.
And he taught a nice little counter left from Jai Opetaia.
But getting battered here. Jai opposite him.
41% of Jai Opetaia's landed punches have been to the body. So even though the
punches, the feet are just constantly putting Massey under pressure.
So far for Jai Opetaia.
Yeah, Joe Gallagher's got to have a look here.
And when you're in charge of the pace and you're throwing so smoothly and not loading up.
They have thrown in the towel. They have thrown in the towel, and Jai Opetaia gives us a masterpiece of a performance in this world title defense.
Yeah, that was a good, like Jack Massey, who is as tough as they come. He'll keep fighting till the very end, so you need...
Performance I've seen because he used his brain and his brawn, I thought, in their perfect...
2 cruiserweights, Chris Billum-Smith and Gilberto Ramirez competing for 2 fight for Jai Opetaia.
October 26th at Manchester's Co-op Arena, live on DAZN, and the question is...
Phil, Jack Catterall on his day is a very, very hard man to beat. Ramirez. Root contest, everything on his terms, the body shots, exactly what he should have done at that stage. Variation.
And that's the shot you need. This is the standard you have to compete at. This is the standard you got to be at. And I'm sure Ramirez and Billum-Smith will say, well, we'll show you about ours.
And for anybody saying that, oh, there's question marks over Opetaia being...
Friends come over and have like spend the night. He would make his friends work out.
And a youth, and certainly as an adult, to be as good as he is.
And boy, the world is his oyster. So many options for Jai Opetaia. Here's Thomas Tribe.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the official time. And referee Steve Gray accepts their retirement. Therefore, your winner by way of technical knockout, IBF Cruiserweight Champion of the World and Ring Magazine Champion, Jack Opetaia.
Could he have licked any better?
No, I don't think so. Big things now, huge opportunities, and with performances.
Jack, congratulations. 2 great performances against Maurice Briedis.
Thank you to my whole team. Man, we've had to jump through some hurdles to get to this ring, you know.
Got to deal with.
Oh, man, you know, just the ins and outs of boxing, you know, just...
Pride line, Gilberto Ramirez against Chris Smith. Is that the fight, the winner of that fight, the guy that you want?
Whoever he tells me to beat, that's who I got to beat.
Congratulations, Jack.
Thank you very much.
Last performance against Maurice Briedis, maybe the last couple of rounds rather than the full 12.
Yeah, so did I. You know, there was a question mark from my point of view because didn't put his foot to the pedal from the get-go. Didn't let Jack Massey.
Only lost a close one to Richard Riyadh and Joseph Parker. That was a very good Jack Massey.
Yeah, because Massey, I know you couldn't really judge it on that, but it was also dangerous for Opetaia because Massey was so passive, moving around the ring. From the start, Opetaia was just unbelievable. This was the good work from Massey. Every now and then he would open up. He would leave himself vulnerable. He was quite dangerous at that times. The left hand, the low exit, coming back was done for Massey.
Liam, this is almost 2 semi-finals. We have Jai against Jack Massey, then November 6th we come back here to Riyadh for the big one, Zurdo Ramirez versus Chris Smith. Can you see the winner of that fight?
Fighters, you know, they're all world champions for a reason, but
He was in with a world-class man. Maurice Briedis is a world-class man. So there are levels to boxing.
Is to really challenge the big boys.
I don't think so, and I don't think he thinks
So go backstage and get the autograph, Andy.
I will.
Stick with us when we come back. The big boys, the real big boys.